Okay, so based on your travel experiences, Yuqing, can you share a country you have been to and tell me why you would like to share this country?
I have been to Korea.
Okay, and what about Korea?
I like Korean food.
Okay, you love Korean food.
Yes.
Okay, and anything else?
And I went there in winter.
In the winter.
In the winter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very cold.
It's very cold. Okay, right. It's very cold in Korea.
So I don't recommend people go Korea in winter.
Okay, you don't recommend people going to Korea in the winter.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. And Iris, what about you? Can you share about the best trip you have been on so far? Where did you go?
I would like to share my favorite country is Canada.
Canada, really?
Yes, because I went to Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls! You love Niagara Falls. I used to go there all the time when I was a kid.
And I went to Canada. I was the helicopter ride and cruise around the Niagara Falls.
Uh-huh.
Yes, what an amazing memory.
Wow, you cruise around in a helicopter ride. Bet your parents spent a lot of money.
Really?
And can you describe to us, what did you see?
We crossed when we took cruise, we crossed the Niagara Falls and we wear raincoat. It's like raining.
Oh, it's right. I remember I was wearing a raincoat too.
Yeah, and there have many restaurants and hotel. We go anywhere can see the Niagara Falls.
Okay, great. Sounds like an amazing experience. Okay, Aaron, what about you? What do you think is the best way to travel?
My most impressive travel is that I've been to Hiroshima in Japan.
Uh-huh.
Do you know Hiroshima? And the most famous scenery is Miyajima Temple. This is a Japanese temple on the sea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then I have been to a special island near there, and there are many rabbits on the island, so you can walk around and feel it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So, but the question is, what is the best way to travel? Asking about the type of transportation you think is the best way. So, what do you think?
Best take drive the car. I think the best way to
going on a road trip.
Road trip, yeah. So we can take a boat to. Yeah, if the trip is limited in the ground, we can take a car to any place you want to visit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any experience in that?
Drive a car?
About a road trip, have you ever actually been on a road trip before?
Road trip. You mean road trip is I don't know the question. Sorry.
Or have you actually been on a road trip that you can tell us about your experience about going on a road trip?
Road trip.
Yeah. Did you go on maybe a couple of days driving on the road? It's called the road trip, maybe in Taiwan or maybe somewhere in other countries. Have you ever been on one?
Yeah. So the road trip, you mean the? So I cannot really understand what road trip mean.
Okay, so a road trip is like if you drive the car and maybe you take maybe 3, 4, 5 days to drive around an area when you're only traveling by car. So someone may be driving, and like in Taiwan, maybe some people like to go around the island, but usually people are riding their bikes or riding their scooters or motorcycles. But maybe in Canada or the US, where it's really big, people would drive their cars for a couple of days to go around a certain area to visit different places. That's what a road trip is.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. So do you have any experience with that?
Yeah, I have a experience, have a road trip also in the Japan, and I went to the Kyoto.
Okay.
Yeah, and for around 6 days, we drive a car to visit many cities in the Kyoto.
Wow. I want to go visit
Yeah.
Kyoto. Kyoto is like a really little antique and stylish town, right?
Yeah, many countries, so you cannot take the train or take the public transportation to the place. You need to drive the car.
Okay. So
Yeah.
So let's continue on with some discussion questions. So Iris, what countries have you been to before? Can you list the countries?
Okay, I have been to Canada, US, Japan, Korea, Spain, and Italy.
Okay, great. And Eugene, what do you like to do while you are traveling?
I like to take pictures.
Take pictures?
While I'm traveling.
Okay, you like to take pictures. So you like to save up your memory?
Yes.
Place? Great. Okay, take pictures. Are you a good photographer?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe next time you can share some of your pictures. Do you have some nice pictures?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can prepare 1 or 2 and we can share them in class.
Okay.
Okay, Aaron, do you prefer to plan your vacation or be spontaneous? You seem like a spontaneous guy. Are you spontaneous? To be like, hey, let's go there.
What is spontaneous?
So so sometimes I would want to plan my trip. So I'll be like, okay, today I'm going to ABC place. But if I'm spontaneous, maybe I'll go to Vietnam. And then you ask me hey, Cindy, where are you going today? And I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just open Google and be like, hey, let's just go to this place. Or maybe I'll just walk on the street and be like, oh, that seems nice. Let's go in. So without planning ahead of time.
I prefer plan my vacation.
Okay, why? To plan my vacation, why?
because to make the schedule more efficiency.
Efficient.
Go,
okay, right.
yeah.
Make your trip more efficient, or you're an efficient guy. You don't want to just be like, hey, I just want to relax today, chill, right?
Because it's not easy to apply the leaves of the work.
Oh, okay, for
Yeah.
work. So you want to be efficient. Okay, you're an efficient guy. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Iris? Iris, you're kind of smiling. Are you spontaneous, or do you like to plan ahead?
No, I would plan the outline.
Okay,
But
so you plan the outline, right? I like to plan the outline, okay, or have an outline, okay, of where I go. So not really spontaneous.
yes.
Okay. What about you, Ching? You seem like you would, I guess, sometimes be spontaneous because
Yes.
you
I
don't
am.
want to do too much planning. I'm thinking.
You are
Am I right? That's from
Yes.
that's from what I know of you. Is that right?
Yes, you are right.
Okay, right. I got something awesome. Okay, great. Okay, so do you guys have any questions for today's lesson? Yeah, no? Come on, one question from each of you.
I have a question.
Great.
If we use by W, if we use question, what sometimes we use past sentence and sometimes we use
Present?
the grammar. Yes.
Okay, present. When to use past and when to present. So today I told you, I have been to France. So in the past, right? So who did you go with, right? In the past, your trip. Okay. Who will you go with is in the future. When I say I am going to be, meaning that I have not been there yet. So if I say I am planning to go to, or I am going to Japan next week, then you can say, oh, who are you going with? Okay, so who are you going with? If I have already been to Japan, then you will ask me, who did you go with? Where did you go? If it's in the future, where are you going? Where are you going to, right, in the future? Great, good question. Yuqing, do you have any questions?
Okay. I am really not good at chatting, so I want to ask when you ask people like when someone tell you where did they visit and which question is go first usually.
Oh, usually? There's
Yes.
there's no step by step, right? You ask them what you're interested in, right? You want to seem interested. If you care about what are some good food, tell me, right? Then you'll be like, what's so good to eat there? Because I care only about food. I don't care about who you went with. I don't care about what's good to see or where you visited. I just want to know about food. Then ask about food, okay? Ask about something you are interested in. Because maybe you'll be like, write it down, right? Or you're going to ask more. That's just the starting questions. If you don't know what to ask, then you can ask them some of these questions to make a conversation. So ask the ones you're most interested in. And then if you don't have any questions, you'd be like, what did Cindy say? Okay, W, 5W. why did you go there? Why did you go there? Right? And then you'll be very fast in asking questions. And then you can continue on the question, right? These are only the starting questions that you can ask. They're the starters. So you can move on with, oh, you went there because of my birthday. Oh, when is your birthday? Right? Something like that. And then you can keep on going. Okay, Aaron, what's your question?
I have a small question about, because there are many kind of food or restaurant or scenery in a different country.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I usually want to ask the restaurant or the place my friend went, but I don't know how can we or if someone asks me what did I eat in Japan, but I don't know the name of the food or the name of the restaurant or the place, how to describe this?
If you don't know the place,
Yeah, because maybe I say I went island. Now there's a temple, but I don't know how to say the specific name of the place. So
maybe you can describe it, right? Try to describe what do you remember about it? Why do people go there? They pray for what? Or they do what there? So try to give more details, because it's okay to not know the name of it, because maybe they don't even know the name of it in English, right? So try to give them some, I guess, features or characteristics about something that you remember, because it's not really about the name, right? It's about you trying to have a conversation with them, and you guys are able to continue on this conversation and find a common interest.
So maybe the features is important.
Yeah, I guess because Japan has so many temples, right? If you go there, you would know, like, oh, maybe this temple has a big, I don't know, there's like a big gong thing, like gong, 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 or there's like, people go there to see cherry blossoms or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, thank you guys so much. And I'll be sending out the homework for next week tomorrow, okay? Great.
Okay.